Hello and welcome back to Freeman and our Ironman challenge. The Cat Federation is currently being attacked by the FCA and we're going to do something about that. Now in this battle we have a very high chance of gaining a couple of extra generals and indeed companions in the form of the two enemies Ostap and Stepan, and hopefully we will be able to achieve that. I don't know whether it will be possible, but we're going to try our very best. Now we do have to be a bit careful here as well about the spawn areas of our troops, because I don't know whether you know this, but if you are relatively close by to a building of some kind and you decide to, let's say I want to place these guys over here, that's probably not the best idea. If you place them over there, they're going to spawn on the roof and they won't be able to do anything. So it's probably a good idea to do things a little bit differently here. So otherwise, I'm just going to move my forces like this, and we are going to go like so. Technically, what we could do is we could spawn into one of the other areas on the map. So there are 3 blue circles. I could technically spawn into any one of those if I wanted to, but I think we're perfectly fine the way we are right here. So let's see what we can do with our forces. We've got 58 plus 9 plus 57. That's a pretty significant number in comparison to the opponent, so I think we should be okay. But, well, we'll see how it goes. Anyway, the rest of my generals are obviously off gallivanting somewhere else, and hopefully we will be able to get them back relatively soon. Bear in mind that my faction funds are basically overflowing in our coffers at the moment, and as a result, we're probably going to be able to recuperate their armies extremely quickly, because literally, you know, we have the money, you know, we have the technology to rebuild our armies. Bionic Man reference, kind of, maybe not really. Anyway, we are going to be perfectly fine, I think. I mean, look, there's a bunch of enemies over there. Let's see if we can shoot at them. He moved just when I was wanting to shoot at him, but yeah, that happens. All right. Hello. Oh, they've got some good... I feel like they've got some pretty decent camouflage, to be honest. Camouflage is pretty nice for them. Oh, that was a headshot. Oh, and then he got taken out by a VFA fighter. My luck. My luck completely, isn't it? Okay, so they're going to go for the first flag. And the point is that I'm basically just doing this. I'm doing the standard semicircle sort of formation here, because if I do this, it basically makes it so that it is almost impossible for them to take this flag, and their main goal is to take it. That's the point. Because if their main goal is to take this, and we fundamentally suppress the area, it's going to make it so much easier for us to achieve a victory here. Literally no problem whatsoever. Look at that, 200 damage to that guy, and he was just like, oh, I'm gonna just shrug it off, no problem at all. What a crazy, crazy man he is. Oh well, never mind. I think we should be fine here. As long as I stay alive, that is all that matters. Oh, nice headshot. Oh, yes, that was good. Yeah, all my guys are doing pretty well so far. Unfortunately, I was unable to mend their morale before I went in here. I was actually unaware that their morale was doing so incredibly badly. But that's okay. You know, it's not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. Because, as I've said, even if we do lose a couple of units here and there, it is not a problem to replace them. We have enough money to be able to do that now. So even if we do lose 1, 2, 3, even... you know, maybe 5, maybe even 10 units, we can pretty much immediately recruit new units with weapons and just go forward with that. I'm actually wondering why this guy doesn't have a weapon. Oh, he does. He does have a weapon, but we can't see it. As you can see. It's in his... I think it's in his arms. Is it? That's kind of hilarious anyway. So, oh, headshot, nice. And another one, and he's still alive. Can we get him? A little bit more. No, never mind. Yes, that seems to be a classic thing that happens to me nowadays. I seem to get 2 headshots, weaken the enemy so significantly, and then my own guys just finish them off. That generally happens quite often. Anyway, there are only 18 units remaining. I think we're going to just proceed with caution here. Don't think we really need to hold back any further. And I will try to do some... yeah, there we go. Give me that 3,000 experience. I like the 3,000 experience. Very much appreciated. Nice. Another 2,000 right there as well. And I think that's actually it. Yeah, there's only 4 enemies remaining. They are all on the ridge. We are all proceeding upward, and we will be taking them down relatively soon. I'm going to switch to my shotgun here because you never know whether you're going to need it. Where are they? I'm being shot. But from where? Seems like from over here somewhere, but I don't really... Yep. They're prone in the grass. Oh. Or not. Is that me? No, that's one of mine. Oh, I'm so sorry. Where is this guy shooting me from, by the way? I couldn't see him. That is weird. Okay, well, whatever the case, I will just try to heal myself before the end of the fight so that we don't need to rest up in the nearby town for too long. And there you go. Nice defense. I almost literally died right there. We gained plus 20 reputation from this as well, which is kind of amazing. And 164,000 credits, 22,000 experience gain, and a huge amount of really, really good stuff. So we'll just take all of that. And as you can see, oh yeah, we've got all of those guys. And we're going to be capturing every single one. Thank you very much. And let's take a look at our companions and their armies. As you can see right here, they are all perfectly fine. They're all maxed out with the exception of Petro, but he is currently chasing some Cossack rebels. So that is understandable, isn't it? That is absolutely understandable. So what we're going to do with Bodan right here, because we have so many generals right now that have a pretty significant amount of financial skill, what we're going to do is we're just going to level this guy's tactics up and this guy's leadership up. And he is just going to be an absolute monster now because he's going to have such a massive army, and the army in question is just going to be so incredibly good and proficient at what they're doing. So let's see, let's just increase our relation with him a little bit, and there we go. I think that is fine. And then we will, once he gets a full army, as you can see, you'll see him get his full army in a second from our wages. And I'm going to attack this guy, and 100%. Yeah, look at that. There you go. Bodan. Already. He's already ready. That's it. Instant units right there. Really, really crazy. And he has 120. He has 120 units. That is just insane. And let me just tell you, this guy goes in against basically anything, with the exception of maybe another general that has a relatively similar stat line in terms of, you know, tactics, skill, and indeed numbers as well. But anyone apart from that, he's going to absolutely murder them in every single way. So it's going to be really, really fun to find out whether he's able to do that. Anyway, we're just going to go over here and take a look at what we actually have in our... Wow, we have so many grenadiers. Look at how much this would be if I would sell this. Look at them. That's just insane. Okay, so what we're going to do, going to go to my prisoners here real quick, and I am going to... this is going to be a bit problematic. Okay, so these Cossack rebels, I'm going to execute them to try and increase compliance elsewhere. And, oh wow, so many FCA units. Look at this, just absolutely insane. We're going to execute the armed escort guard, and I guess the militia as well. The militia are not exactly great, so I don't really need to worry about them too much. The Cossack rebel fighter, Desert Bandit can also be executed. I think everyone else is absolutely fine now. So let's see if we can hire him. Okay, I hate Atoll Federation so much. When your relationship with the Atoll Federation is hostile, come back to him. Okay, that's probably never going to happen unless I declare war against them. What do we have here? Oh, this guy also hates the Atoll Federation. And what about Harkin? Well, we know about Harkin. We need to own the city of Zoria. So it seems like everyone seems to hate the Atoll Federation, which is actually really bad because I have made peace with them quite a bit. So that's kind of frustrating. But, well, I guess that's just how it has to be. I mean, we've got quite a few powerful generals as it is. And look at all these compliant into joining us. Really, really nice. These are going to help us so much. These FCA shock troops alone are so incredibly powerful. And just look at our party now. Look at all of these. I have 21 unassigned units. And that's exactly also the reason why I really wasn't worried about losing any units in the previous episode as well. Like I said in the previous episode, there is really no need to be worried about my units running in with no weapons, because I can literally just do this. I can do this where I can literally just get a person in here. This FCA Grenadier, he doesn't have a weapon. Why doesn't he have a weapon? Why doesn't he have a weapon? It's because I looted his weapon, didn't I? Okay, so let's just auto-equip him. Now he has weapons. So there you go. He can now use that, which is really nice. We're going to take his night vision goggles and give him a med kit as well. And then we can just do an auto group up there. That guy already has an HMG, which is just an insane weapon for him. And he is level 9, so we're going to be leveling him up even further. And let's level these guys up. There we go. Level these. And we'll just auto-equip a little bit as well, because we can do that every so often. Let's auto-equip there too. Nice. And I think this current town actually does have a hospital. So if I want to, I can just go into the hospital and heal everyone up instantly. And then we're all going to be fine. You know, everyone's going to be fine as a result of that, which is just crazy good too. So there we go. And now I'm just going to create 2 new squads. Boom, boom. And then we'll just auto-equip there. We'll reward them a little bit. Auto-rename. And then auto-group up. And boom, look at that. And we can get him a weapon too. So everyone has a weapon. So no complaining. No complaining. Everyone has a weapon. Yes. Even though it doesn't matter at all. But anyway, the point is that there you go. We have a full, huge amount of different units and squads. And we are now ready to go into the hospital. Treat all, done, and everyone is healthy, as you can see right there. Everyone is absolutely healthy. So let's just reward our people just so that they are ready wholeheartedly. There we go. Now, of course, the only problem with these guys is that they do not have helmets at the moment. But I gotta say, I don't think that's a big deal. I could literally go in here. I have 387,000. I could literally sell all of this stuff and have enough money to then trade for the helmets, even though it is not even necessary. You know, it's not even necessary. It's just so incredibly simple. Once you start winning these really, really large battles, you don't even need to worry. Look at this. I'm going to buy all of these. Literally, look at that. 82,000. Sure. I don't mind spending 82,000. That's absolutely fine. No problem at all there for me. And we're going to go and give these guys some helmets. There you go. They're gonna equip those helmets. Really, really nice for them. Everyone's going to be wearing some nice helmets from now on. And they're going to never die. You know, they're going to be like the FCA shock troops or something like that, because they're just insanely hard to kill, those guys. And I think what I'm going to do now is I am probably going to switch to using an assault rifle. I think that's probably the best thing for me. So I'm going to go and switch to the L85. As I've said before, I personally find that that weapon is really, really fun to use. And if you don't particularly like that weapon, maybe you know, maybe this will change your mind, because I actually really like it quite a bit. I think it's a nice weapon. It comes with a scope automatically, so that's actually really nice too. So let's just swap out a bit of this, and I'm just going to do a little bit of sorting here as well. And let's then equip this. Am I equipping the right ammo? Yeah, I am. Thank goodness. Okay, thank goodness I actually remembered exactly what it was. All right, so Bravari is pretty weak thanks to our previous general's efforts. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask them to attack that again. And hopefully that will work out a little bit better this time, because I decided not to go in the previous episode, and they all got murdered in the area, which was not very good. Oh, Petro's having some problems. Let's go and help him. Whoa, okay, he is having a huge amount of difficulties here with how many Cossack rebels? Wow, such a huge amount of them. But thankfully, we have a renewed army ready to deal damage to whatever may befall us. And, well, Petro as well. And we'll see. Okay, so they're all coming in almost immediately. So let's see if we can hold out here. We have a potential of 78 units on the battlefield. Really nice to see that. That means I can basically put every single person I have in my army on the battlefield. That's kind of crazy. That is kind of crazy. I haven't had this many squads on the battlefield in quite some time. So it's going to be a lot of fun to see exactly how we do this. So I'm just going to basically put 2 squads on every single little hill here, and I think I have too many to actually do that. So maybe 3 on every single hill there. Yeah, something like that. I think that's probably going to be the best thing that we can do. I mean, they're Cossack rebels. Cossack rebels are not exactly going to be insanely difficult for us to deal with, but I do need to help Petro. If I don't help Petro, then he's going to get eliminated. And while that isn't really a big deal, because, as I say, we have so much money, he's going to be able to go back to the nearest town, or whichever town he decides to, and then he'll be able to recuperate his forces in literally under 15 seconds or something like that. So yeah, having those faction funds really did pay off in a big way, and as a result, getting the finances up, getting the financial skill up really did make a big difference. Actually kind of surprised that Petro is being so aggressive. Look at him. His units are going straight up there really, really fast. Usually the AI is kind of tentative in a way, but Petro himself is actually deciding to be quite aggressive in this particular battle, which is quite nice to see. I gotta say that. Anyway, this particular rifle is one of my favorites because it literally is, look at that. I mean, I know we're up against Cossack rebel fighters, but just the ease of use. The ease of use of this weapon, it's just so nice. And I mean, yeah, okay, you're gonna do less damage per hit, but do I really care about that when I'm able to basically shoot many, many more bullets and hit many more targets as a result? I mean, look at that. We're able to basically hit every single few bullets. And an SVD, yeah, it's good. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying that I personally prefer the way that this works because I can get a headshot so much easier and take out so many more units because of the higher DPS ratio. In my opinion, there's a higher DPS ratio at the very least. Maybe it's not the way it is for you. Maybe you just don't like this weapon, or whatever the case. Maybe you just don't like assault rifles sometimes. But I find that it is maybe a bit more efficient than a sniper rifle. And we're getting so many kills as well, which is really quite nice. Got to be a bit careful here though. I really don't want to die. Yeah, all my enemies are dying before me, so me shooting is not really making that much difference. I like the way that it reloads as well. It reloads really, really quickly, so that's really nice too. Alright, I've got to move back a little bit here, and we are going to tell all of our units just to move forward, sweeping motions with our weapons, and we will try and eliminate the rest. I do need to get much more ammo. I think that's a bit of an issue with the L85, or with any assault rifle really. You're going to be using a lot more ammunition, because you're just inclined to shoot more. That's just how it goes with an assault rifle. You just want to shoot more because you have the ability to do so, and it's not going to give you that delay in between shooting. So if you don't like that, then stay away from assault rifles, obviously. But in general, if I find a VA Val, I'll definitely switch back to using rifles, because that is more of a nice, it's not really a hybrid, so to speak, but it's basically an assault rifle with rifle tendencies, which I really quite like. So I like that quite a bit. Maybe we'll be able to find one relatively soon, but there you go. That's a victory for us. 96,000 from that. 96,000 and 10,000 experience gain. Crazy, crazy. And we do have a huge amount of weapons and armor and helmets. Oh yes, give me all of those. Thank you very much. And I will be, I think, just releasing these, because that's going to give me maybe more reputation, a little bit more reputation maybe. But whatever the case, we saved Petro from dying. As you can see, he was almost dead there, and Bodan is now starting to attack Brovari, and that is going to be an absolutely easy fight for him, in my opinion. And we're actually going to increase our marksmanship now, just so that I can, well, not get maximum assault rifle, because I was going to be able to do that anyway, but not entirely sure what to even go for here. Maybe just armor. We'll just increase our armor to maximum or something like that. And all of our people can now level up once again, which is just crazy too. So let's just do this. Let's level them up and then give them new weapon. Look at that. They're all getting new upgrades. Insane. There we go. That guy's got a helmet now. Yeah, that's really, really cool. And I think, considering I think we're actually getting pretty close to complete victory in the game. But once that is done, once the Ironman challenge in Freeman has been completed, I already have something else that I have in mind for a particular challenge, and it has been suggested in the comments previously, and I think it could be a very exciting one indeed. We'll see how it goes. Maybe it won't go too well for us, but I think it could be really, really fun. Okay, so we have a huge amount of rifles here. I actually want to run on... yeah, I actually kind of want to run... I'm going to go back to Tumanivka, I guess. I mean, I don't really want to do that right now because all of my generals are now coming over to help out. But, well, I can't really do much about it. I kind of want to sell all of this stuff. And it's going to give us so much money. It really is. Just look at this. 30,000 already. 40,000. 44,000. And I haven't even got to the helmets yet. Look at that. Look at that. 50,000 almost. Crazy. Give me that. Yes. Okay, what about barracks? Okay, so technically I could buy these as well. I could get these rattlesnake special soldiers and just go absolutely crazy. But I don't really like those. I think the rattlesnake soldiers are not exactly great, so I'm going to be a little bit choosier about what I go for. And let's just take out these Cossack rebels really, really quickly. Another 10,000 for such a... Wow, that was so quick. Just for 10,000? That's pretty crazy. And look at this. They have FCA Grenadiers. They have more FCA Grenadiers in their prisoner's hold right there. So I'm able to recruit even more of them to my side, which is just... How can you even say that that's terrible? Wow, it's just crazy. All right. Well, what else do I want to do here? I don't really even know, to be honest. I mean, I've got a bunch of FCA Grenadiers that could potentially join us. I could execute some of these, I guess. And then I guess we'll just go over to Bravari and see what's going on. But if we go over here, no, actually to our quest, look at this. We are 78% almost complete for the Liberate Cherniv quest, and that is basically the overarching quest that signals when you have completed the entire game, and we're really close by to that, so that's actually pretty cool. Anyway, let's we have an alliance with the Ator Federation, don't we? So let's send some gifts to the Pozna and see whether we can maybe make an alliance with them. There's a convoy here trying to escape from Finn. Let's help him out with that. And that's going to go very quickly, as you can see. Not going to take any of this, I don't think. Not really necessary for me. And these guys are also doing some damage. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure why they're not helping. They're not helping Bodan with the siege itself, which is a little bit worrying. These guys want 30... Oh, wow, look at that. They're giving me 37,000 for a Desert Marauder. Perfectly happy to accept that. Thank you very much. And let's go into the Outlaw camp, and we have a 99% chance of victory. So let's do it. Why not? There you go. Auto-resolve it. No problem whatsoever. Gonna take the luxury wine and the pearls. Even though I really don't need cash anymore. Let's just release all of those. There we go. And I guess we could go into Lubni, but is it really necessary? I mean, not really. But we could. Why not? Let's go in and see how we do. Alright, so we're going with a slightly different strategy this time around. Don't know whether it's really going to pay off, because as you know, I'm a big fan of the semicircle sweeping type strategy. I think it is, well, pretty awesome in general. But this time around, we're going to be going for something that is a little bit more inherently strategic, you know, so it's not just a brute force kind of movement. We're going to go for a bit more strategy in this case, a bit more covert. And what we're going to try and do is go around the side for a little bit of a flanking action right here. I'm hopeful that I will be able to take my main forces over to this flag in the top right, and hopefully take these forces over to the flag in the bottom left, and then we will converge on the flag in the top left. Hopefully that is how it is going to go. That is my plan for this particular siege, and this may very well be one of the last sieges of the series. We'll see. We'll see. It really depends on what the Pozner decide to do with our diplomacy, because of course that is a big thing. You know, you need to make sure that they're kind of happy. But if they're not, then we're going to have to take them down. We're going to have to take them down and do some damage to them. And we'll see how that goes. Hopefully my forces will follow me up here. I'm a bit worried about it, to be honest. I don't have anyone helping me, by the way. It is literally just my troops and the enemies. And that's it. And we'll see how that goes. It seems like so far, not too bad. We haven't really suffered any casualties so far. Look at this. There we go. We're now starting to see the opponent. I'm actually even wondering whether there are any enemies in this area here. Because if there are no enemies, then we should be able to take this flag with very little resistance, if any. So let's actually... I'm just going to go down there myself. Let's do this. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to go and clear these waypoints. And we're just going to tell them to go straight here. And make it a little bit easier for us. Ah, no, there are units. There are definitely units here. I'm wondering whether I should just... bring out my shotgun. Or, as I like to call it, my shoot goon. Yes, my shoot goon. But yeah, I would like to maybe bring that out. Not entirely sure if it's necessary, though. Yeah, a lot of it. I think there are quite a few enemies over here, but as you can see, this assault rifle is just really, really nice. It's got a very low time to kill, so it's kind of good in comparison to the sniper rifle. But yeah, my forces are doing a bit of a... I don't know why they're doing this. This is kind of weird. I don't know why they did that. They kind of walked around in a weird direction. Didn't really want them to do that, to be honest. Okay, they're dead. Okay, most enemies are dead around here. That's fine. Perfectly fine with me. And let's take a look at what's going on here. Okay, so these guys will now be converging on that flag, and they will obviously sweep through and see what we can do. And our forces over here, the smaller party of units, will now have a bit of a siege on their hands. A miniature siege, of course, because we are now going to be attacked by the reinforcements from the northwestern quadrant. That's probably going to happen. Or at least it looks like that. It looked like that on the map, but maybe that's not the case anymore. As you can see, there's a couple of units coming down this little stretch here, but I don't know whether they're actually going to go through with that. There are only 36 enemies remaining, and we have lost one unit to the Grim Reaper, but otherwise, everyone else has gotten knocked unconscious. So that's really not a big deal. I guess what we're going to do is we're going to make our way over there. Don't really want to go there by myself with only these troops, because that's probably going to result in a massive bloodbath. But I kind of want to finish this up relatively quickly with... Oh, wow, yeah, because I don't really want to be in a situation where these guys are going to have time to set up additional defenses. Seems like they might just be a little bit raggedy at the moment, so maybe it would be an idea to just go. And I guess we'll see how it goes. Yeah, I mean, literally, there are there are not even that many units left, so I think we can literally just go straight for it. No problem at all there. Yeah, there's more enemies coming out, but they are just getting murdered instantly by our cheater assault units. I mean, those guys are literally level 15 now. I'm pretty sure they're level 15. And you know how expensive they were to level up previously in the series. And now that they're level 15, they're just... well, they just can't be stopped, really. They're very, very powerful. Is that it? Seems like they're done. Yeah. Oh, I am actually being shot. I'm actually being shot from the hillside over there, as you can see. Interesting. Got him. Okay, these are just FCA riflemen. And militia, but oh, there you go. It's fine. The Cat Federation prevails once again. Meow. Yes, 346,000 and almost 38,000 experience gain. That's kind of crazy. And here we go. Wow, look at this. Ah, the most top tier stuff. Well, mostly relatively top tier stuff. That is amazing. Oh yeah, give me all that. Ooh, yeah, I'm liking this. I'm liking this. I'm actually just going to trade the pills back for a second because I want to pick up some more goodies, you know, some better stuff here. AM Mask is actually a really, really good thing to take as well. Let's imprison all of those because they're going to be joining us eventually. And Lubni is now done. They are going to attack this inevitably. That is just something that will happen. It's nothing that I can really do anything about. So we'll just have to stick around here until we can get a mayor in place. And until that mayor can get a decent garrison up and running there. And hopefully Bravari will also then be taken relatively soon. But we are rolling in cash right now. I'm going to auto-rename this squad because Bodan is no longer with us, so it makes no sense to have him as a squad name. And there you go. And now here's the thing. Look at this. Look at all these units that I have in my prisoner's hold right here. I can literally just recruit them anytime I like, basically, as long as I execute a couple of people. And then I can refill all of the people that have died with better units. Yeah, it just blows my mind, really, how efficient this actually has turned out to be. And there's 15 points in marksmanship. And we can also now do a little bit of something with auto-equip, and they're going to be equipping even better gear. Even better than what they had on previously, which, if you can imagine it, is actually kind of a massive upgrade as well. So that's insane. And I think we are ready to move on to the next faction, which just so happens to be the Pozna. I don't think they're going to be very pleased with us, I've got to say that. Don't think they are. Look at this. Our total profit today is 202,000. Pretty nice. And do you think I can do anything with the Pozna right here? No, we've negotiated for today, but that's all right. The FCA absolutely hates our guts, but thankfully the Ato Federation and the VFA are fine with us, and we'll see what happens in the next episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.